Okay, can you hear us? Can you hear us okay?
Hi, I'm fine.
Okay.
Does everybody know? I'm sorry?
They do now. They kind of know. Where is she?
Antarctica.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, well, introduce yourself and tell us about yourself.
So I forget. Okay, great. So Antarctica, I am in Antarctica, and it's the middle of summertime here, and it's still well below freezing. I know you don't want to look at me, so I'll turn the camera around so you can see the penguins right here.
I see that one.
Okay, listen. Hey, she's going to talk. She's going to talk. Listen up.
So let me just talk a little bit about the birds and what's happening here in the colony, and then I'll take some questions. These are the Adelie penguins. They're the true Antarctic penguin. They only live on the continent of Antarctica. They don't live anywhere else. So if you want to see these birds, you have to come here. They live in Antarctica because, like the birds in your area live in the trees, these guys live on the ice. Their food is underneath the ice. And they spend most of their lives out in the ocean on the ice. They only come ashore for 3 months out of the year to lay their eggs and raise their chicks. And that's what they're doing right now. Remember, this is the summertime here. So all of the birds you see are sitting on nests, and each one has 2 eggs underneath them. Now, they only have 2 eggs because that's as many as they can keep warm. Somebody has to sit on the nest the whole time it is being brooded. It's way too cold to leave the egg for even a second. So somebody's got to be here, the mommy or the daddy. Now, they take turns. It's either the mommy or the daddy doing it, and the other one is out getting food. Here comes somebody. I think he wants to say hi. Come on, let's see what he does here. And that bird's standing up. I hope you can see the egg underneath her. She's got 2 eggs right there. And that guy's stealing rocks. So, little drama here.
What would he do with rocks?
The bird. Yeah, he's taking the rocks. And he's got his own nest over there, so he's stealing rocks from this guy and taking them over there.
He's building a nest.
Anyway, so this guy, you can see the eggs right there, maybe, right in front of the screen. These birds are not my pets. They're not tame. But they're not afraid of me. So I'm able to sit right here close to them, and they won't run away. But I don't play with them. We don't handle them. I don't feed them. And if they get sick or something happens, I'm not allowed to interfere in anything that happens. I'm here as an observer only. They eat small fish and krill. Their beak is their only tool. Their feet are no good for catching food. They like a hawk or an eagle. Their beak is the only thing they can use, and they have to eat small stuff because they swallow it whole. They have no teeth. And it takes 60 pounds of food to raise a chick. So think of a pound of butter. Now think of 60 pounds of butter. And that's how much food they have to bring back to raise a chick. So I can prattle on, but if anybody has a question, I'll take some questions.
Okay, so have any questions? Can you talk more about the rock that one guy stole and what he's doing with it?
He is fortifying his nest. So the nests are made out of rocks. You can see this one right here in front of me. This is a very nice nest. The nest, the rocks keep the egg from rolling out, and they also kind of keep the chick corralled while it's young. And there's a lot of rocks here, but it's so much easier to steal them from your neighbor if you can do it. So sometimes the birds come and they'll just grab a rock from a neighbor and take it over to their nest.
But the neighbor can't get up and chase them because they have an egg, right?
Oh yeah, no, he's fortifying his nest.
Okay, so the hole I see kind of right in the middle where you are, was someone starting a nest right there?
Oh, they're not starting. It's way too late to be building a nest now, way too late. If you don't have your eggs laid by the end of November, it isn't happening. No, he already has a nest and eggs. He's just making the nest stronger.
Okay. All right. Anybody have a question we can ask? Very loudly.
Okay, like, do they protect their babies?
He's asking when the babies are born, what do the moms do to protect them?
They keep them, when the chicks are born, they're too small to stay warm by themselves. So the parents will hold them on their belly, right in the little brood patch, for almost a week until the chicks are big enough to keep warm by themselves. So, oh, they're so cute. And we're gonna expect to see our first chicks in about 4 days. I'll be looking. There's none now. It's too early now, so I know there's none. And the way we find them is we hear them. They go beep, 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 beep. So we'll walk through the colony, and we'll hear the beeping, and then we'll find out who's got them.
And they just let you walk around. Like if you walk past them, they just look at you and they don't care. Is that right?
That's correct. What a job I have. This is the best job in the whole world. They also know, they're not afraid of me, but they also know me. They know I'm not going to try to handle them or hurt them. So it's a familiar thing. They tolerate me.
Okay. Keegan, question?
Can you like walk around and show us like all their nests?
He's wondering if you can walk around now with your computer, but sometimes you lose internet, don't you?
I'm not getting a poor signal, so let me walk around. Let's see what we could find today. Let's see here. Oh, look and see what's going on somewhere. It's very quiet today. Yesterday was a huge storm. Oh, and I think everybody, all the birds are just kind of getting over the storm. We had quite a bit of snow here, as you can see. Let's see, are you guys following any of the nests?
Are we? Oh no, where do we do that?
Oh, it's on the website.
Okay.
So let me take you up to one of my birds. I have 11 nests, well only 10 now because one went down. And I take a picture every day of the nests so that you can watch the bird and see what's happening, whether the male's there or the female's there. And then when the chick hatches. So when the chick hatches, we'll get pictures of that. And let me take you up to one of the birds that's in our study. Okay. Hi, buddy, you want to say hi? Well, you want to say hi right there.
Oh, hi.
Good. So here's a bird that's lost its nest. The eggs are gone, and the bird's going to hang out here for a little while. But you can see that bird standing up. The eggs and the nest is gone. So that's really sad. The other ones still have eggs, but that one is gone. So let me get close to one of my birds that we follow. This is bird 4877. They have a band on them, and that's how come we know who they are. And we also tag the nest. So here's one of my birds in the nest check. And unfortunately, she only has one egg. She's lost an egg. I don't know if it was skuas or what, but she's only got one egg. This little lady over here's got 2 eggs. She is just a beautiful bird. And she doesn't like to stand up. She's very, very quiet.
Is she talking?
You can see the birds in the rocks. These guys have great nests because the skuas don't come over here very often. It's hard to get these birds in the rocks. But anyway, there's one. That's one of the ones in our study there that I can get close to.
Okay, and can you
But
explain?
there's somebody preening.
Aw. See if you can guess what that means when you see it.
Let's see what. This guy's preening. You're watching preen. So here's a hi. Can you say hi? Say hi. Say hi to the kids. There you go.
Hi, kids. Did you hear it? Listen.
And he's just hanging out here. This is his nest. So they're going to exchange places here. One of them has just come back from the ocean, and Liz, the one on the nest, has been sitting here a really long time. I can tell because she's really dirty. So they're going to trade places in a little bit, and the one that's down on the nest will get to go look for food. So this is a mated pair here with a nest. And she's got a good nest. She's got a big rock there.
Okay.
So again, you can see that they're not afraid of me. Again, if I tried to reach out to him and touch him, he would run away or bite me. So I'm not going to do that. I'm being very respectful. Again, they're not my pets, but they'll allow me to be close. Are you going to come over and say hi, or are you just going to stand there? Well, okay. All right. You can see the birds are up here in the rocks. There you go. Here we are. Let's see what else we can find.
Okay, do the same penguins stay?
This is a group here that I really worry about. Since it's such a small group, they tend not to be able to defend their nests very well against the skua. So you can see that one has an egg right there. And this one is just off of the ocean, right? Nice and clean.
Oh.
I think it's that one.
See the egg?
Anybody agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Teachers, at this time, this will be our last call for student or staff individual photos. If there is any staff or students that have not
And down she goes.
taken, please head to them at this time. Thank you.
Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I know. Let's go over and check out a skua for you. See if I can get close to him. So the skuas are here, that's for sure.
Could you describe the skuas? Can you tell us about the skuas? Hear him? Miss Jean, can you tell us about the skuas?
Now this is a group here with the snowstorm. They got pretty blasted. They're right in the way of the wind. So you can see they're still covered with a lot of snow here. They're going to have to dig out. Yuck. It's kind of messy. Yep.
Oh.
Oh boy, that's a mess.
Say it one more time.
Can you tell us about the skuas?
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
That's okay. You know the skua birds that you keep talking about? Can you tell us about the skuas?
Type it. Type for the question.
Okay.
The skuas are big, like big seagull-like animals. They're not seagulls, but they're like big seagulls. And they go after the chicks and the eggs. Unfortunately, that's very hard for me to watch, but that's the life cycle here. And the skuas have their own nests with their own chicks, and they have to feed them. And unfortunately, they eat penguin eggs and penguin chicks. So there's one here, sitting down here. I thought I'd see if I could get close to him. They're also not afraid of me, and sometimes they come right into the nest. I'm sitting right there. They're very bold. So here he is. And he's even got a, there he goes. You see him right there?
Oh, this is the skua. See
So
this
that's
guy?
one of our skua. Yeah.
And he can fly in
And
and take the egg
his
and fly
nest
away.
is right behind him. So he's got a nest with eggs in it as well, and it's just the way our world works here. It's called the food chain, and if he moves, well, let's see here. Let's see how close I can get. He might move. And come on, buddy. Let's see how close he'll let me get. What you can see right there is the egg he had for breakfast. So right here. So see that?
Hold on 1 second.
So that's a penguin egg that he took this.
No, do you have a guess which one? Not it. I don't want to accidentally disconnect.
see the egg?
Oh, now we got it.
Okay.
Just click it. Click it. Just click it.
Oh, just click it, they say. Just do it. Okay, let's try theirs. Yeah, we can see them from there. You want to make that window bigger again?
Okay. So unfortunately, I've got to, okay, there. I've got to stay within line of sight of my tower, so I think I'm good. As long as let me know if it freezes or something.
Okay.
Anyway, there's the art's club. He's there, and this is the eggs. And they'll take a couple of days. It's very hard, but that's just the way it is. So here's another group. Let's go look at them. They're also in the way of the snow, so some of them are kind of buried with the snow. Oops. These guys have it rough. This is not a very good group for the weather, that they're always here. So you can see what the snow did for them. The snow is piled up around them. They're all on their nests, but you can't see the rocks because they're all buried underneath the snow. So here's one. You can see that the snow filled up around them. They kept their body there so that the snow wouldn't hit the eggs, and now they have a little warm spot. It's warm and dry, but they use their body to keep the snow from getting to that egg. Here's one right here who did a really good job. So they each have eggs underneath them. There she's standing up. You can see her egg. I don't know why these birds put their nests here. They always get blasted from the wind and the snow, but they don't seem to mind. So here they are. Silly birds.
Do those penguins mate for life?
Can you see the egg in there?
No. I do.
No, people used to think that. They're long-lived seabirds, and lots of seabirds do mate for life, but we see them trade partners if the mate doesn't come back. So they don't spend the winter together, so they don't come back together. So if one doesn't get back in time, the one that's first here will find a new mate. And the only reason we know that is from our banding program. They're banded with this mate, and then they're banded with another mate next year. So no, they do not mate for life.
Okay, and can you tell us how you band them?
And when they're chicks, when they're just about ready to be on their own, we call that fledging. When a bird is ready to be out of the nest and on its own, then they fledge. And when these birds, the chicks are ready to fledge, we catch them all in a corral. We just kind of herd them into a corral, and then we weigh and we pick them up, we weigh and measure them, and we place the band around their wing. Well, here comes somebody.
Hi. Showing off. See my wings? Look at my wings.
It's Goku.
So, Miss Jean, about how many penguins are you studying right there where you are?
In this group, at this colony, there's about 5,000 birds, about 2,500 nests, and this is actually a small colony. The rest of my team is in a colony with 500,000 birds. I mean, that's a lot of birds. And they have to walk that colony and find the birds with the bands on. So it takes them about a week to do that. It takes us a couple of hours to do it here. It takes them a couple of weeks. So that's a much larger colony. This one's very manageable. And I like it here. This is small, very cozy. But we only band, there's only about 150 birds that are actually banded. So we don't band them all. That'd be too much.
And maybe I missed this, but on the bands, do you have to just look for them, or is there like a radio signal that you can find, or how does that work?
Well, I have an internet tower, you know, it's all, I don't have running water and I don't have electricity, but I've got wireless internet. I'll show you the tower. It's, you know, it's all off the satellites. Just gonna say hi one more time.
Hi.
Get down here so you can say hi. Well, say hi to the kids, come on. He's not having it. So my tower is over there, and I'm not tethered to it. It's Wi-Fi, but I have a distance that I have to keep.
Hey.
I have a bird that's banded here. Let me show you the band so you can see what it looks like. Here's another bird, one of our birds that we know how old she is, and we mark her nest, and she's got an egg there. I'm just going to get around a little bit. So can you see her? She's standing up, and she's got a band on her wing. It's a metal band, and the band has a number on it. The number is 6626. That's why we have a tag there. There you can see her band a little bit. So it's just around her wing. It doesn't hurt her. And those are the ones where we go, okay, you want to show us your egg too? Okay, show us your egg.
See it? See your egg?
This is a very big bird right here.
See your egg?
Big. We like to see them big and fat. That way we know they're healthy.
Oh, thanks for showing us your egg.
Can you show us your egg? Okay. It's a nice sunny day today, even though it's very cold. At least the sun is out and there's no wind, so the birds are willing to stand up. Here's another pair. I know that this is a mated pair, otherwise they would not be that close to each other. They wouldn't tolerate that. So that's why, how come I know that it's a mated pair?
That is so awesome. I thank you so much for showing us all this.
Jennifer, can you type the question? I didn't get it.
Sure.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, probably. Well, this is my pleasure. I want to share this with everyone. I feel that I've been given the gift. Yes, I was a teacher. I taught high school for 20 years. I taught chemistry, biology, earth science, environmental studies, physics. I taught everything. I taught only science. And then my degree is in wildlife and fisheries biology, so I always wanted to work with wild animals in the wild. So after I was taught for about 20 years, actually 25, I decided to go back to field work, and here I am.
Mrs. Munson is on her way to your room.
Okay.
She says she doesn't think. Right now.
For the girls? Anna and Katarina G. That might be the girls who sent her office. Oh. The little girls had her face or nose, but there's something she had her hair over that way. Yeah. The other girl said she didn't know where the office was. Okay. So she went with her to show her.
My messages aren't sending.
One of the little gals had on like a purple shirt.
I can hear you.
Okay, I was just saying, how many years have you been to Antarctica?
This is my 19th year to Antarctica. It's my 15th year with the penguins.
Oh, awesome. I think we've been calling you for 7 of those years.
Yep. Every year I've
Yeah,
been.
probably so. Yeah, ever since I got the Wi-Fi here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Does anybody else have another question you want to ask her? How do they lay their eggs? Just like, I think they do it just like other birds. Does somebody have a question? Jakai?
Do they fight each other?
Jakai wants to know if they fight each other.
They do. We see it early in the season because a bird will think that this is their nest, and then some other bird thinks it's their nest, so they do fight over the nest. Now everything is settled and everybody's okay, but early in the season we do see that fight. And on my website, if you look at the journal pictures, I do a journal picture every day, and early in the season there's a picture of one of those fights if you want to go back. The website is penguinscience.com, and there's the nest check on there with all of the nests that I follow every single day. There's a picture every day, and then also the journal. So I can take one more quick question, then I'm going to have to go.
Okay, one more quick question. Alfred, go.
When they're a baby, when they die, what age are they?
How long do penguins live, and what do the babies look like?
Hey.
Well, these guys can live about 20 years, and we do have a 20-year-old this year in the colony, and we know that because of the band on him. If he comes back next year, then we'll know they live to be 21. But in zoos, of course, they live much older, but that doesn't count. That's not the same as here. And the chicks are little fluff balls, little gray fluff balls. We're going to start to see them in about 4 or 5 days. We'll start looking.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to have to say goodbye, so we'll say goodbye to the penguins, and I hope to see you next year. Okay, how are you, everybody? Bye-bye.
okay, so when you go home tonight and your mom goes, hey, did you do anything at school? And you usually go, nah, not much.
I didn't learn anything today.
Say, we started in Antarctica. You saw live penguins in Antarctica. Do you know how many times that happens? See, maybe she forgot. She did it by accident, I'm guessing, but maybe she forgot something.
We saw ourselves. We're so
Missed call. Yeah, she hung up. That's okay. So now you can say you did something at school today, right? So we always have a couple more calls to set up. You are always so well behaved. I appreciate it. There's a lot of people in here. Give yourselves a little round of applause. Let's have them back. You did it, sweetie. Do it. Okay. Good job.